Hey, what's up everybody? This is Christian Mahmoud again, and today I wanted to make a video on what I'm currently doing to get a cybersecurity job. So in my last video, I kind of generalized everything, and I decided to move forward with cybersecurity. Specifically, I still want to be working with the cloud, and maybe, it's all tied together. But I do feel that I have a better chance and a better understanding of cybersecurity. I The cloud will always be there, and I will still continue to learn about the cloud. I just don't believe the positions in cloud are that um, achievable at an entry level. That's just my opinion. So I'm just going to go this route. So the three things that I'm doing to become a specifically a SOC analyst. SOC analysts come in many different names. We can look that up right now. But an entry level cybersecurity role is what my next goal is. So the three things that I'm doing are I am networking on LinkedIn. So I type in SOC. So I'm going to share my screen here, give you an example as I explain it. So I'm typing in SOC analyst, or I put SOC analyst, and here I'm going to people, this tab right here, and I started connecting. As you can see, I already have a couple where I can just message right away. I started connecting, like hit connect, and I add a note, and I must customize my note saying like, hey, good morning, I say. I'm Christian Mahmoud. And man, I can't spell today. Christian Mahmoud, and I am currently trying to break into the cyber security world as an entry level. Come up with some casual information. Don't try seeking for a job immediately. Get some information, network, make a couple of friends. It doesn't have to be super casual, but it doesn't have to be super professional as well, as an entry level. That just makes sense in my head. How do you enjoy cybersecurity, and do you have any tips as a beginner in the field? So that's just I'm going to send it, and that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do at least 8. I'm doing whatever's on this page here. So I'll go through the pages, page 2, and then I'll do some more for first connections. I forgot to hit that filter first. So you're gonna type in SOC analyst in the search bar in LinkedIn, and then you're gonna hit people's. You're gonna hit people on the filter, and then you're gonna hit first as well, and you're just gonna connect with everybody. Everybody that you can, or people that you like. If they seem like a real person, go ahead and connect with them and try to connect with them on a casual yet professional level. And mention that you're trying to do whatever you're doing. Even if you're doing cloud, search up cloud engineers or such. So that's the first step of the networking process. So after that, you want to also you want to get your information from people that are in the position that you want to be in, but you also want to do the people that are hiring or people that are managing the position that you want. So you're gonna put SOC managers, for instance, or maybe even cybersecurity. I'm gonna stick with SOC managers, and then you're gonna hit that second level, and these are gonna be the people that are um, potential people that you could work for in the future, or people that you can network to see if they have other managers that they're networked with, and you're gonna connect with them the same way. You're gonna type in, hey, I'm Christian Mahmoud. I'm trying to break into cybersecurity. Um, I was wondering how you like your position, or what do you believe in SOC, what it takes to be an SOC analyst, and stuff like that. And then finally, the third step for networking, you're going to do um, this one would be a little bit more general. So cybersecurity recruiters or recruiter, and you're going to hit people again. And here you can hit any of these filters. It doesn't really matter. Should be giving you, for the most part, the way to tell that I did not know about this before. The way to tell if they're actually a cybersecurity recruiter, if the profile is real, if they're a real person. You see how it says right here, um, says current, it says Stephen Clark, his name. Um, it says current cybersecurity recruiter. And then it has different positions. But see, LinkedIn is filtering out what you typed in the search bar, cybersecurity recruiter, and this is how you can tell that they're an actual cybersecurity recruiter. Um, it may not always be, cybersecurity recruiter exactly. It could be recruiter, but as long as they have some sort of, cybersecurity and recruiter in their profile. So the same thing, you're gonna hit connect, and you're gonna, add a note. Don't just send without a note. You're not gonna really do anything. They're just gonna have you as a friend, pretty much like on Facebook, but they're not gonna really pay attention to you if you don't try to connect with them on some certain level. And again, you add a personalized note. Maybe you even look up the company. You see Mr. Thornton. He's a recruiter at ALKU. What's ALKU? Okay, you're gonna hit this button. You're gonna go to the company site. Maybe hit a follow. We're gonna hit follow just for just because, and look up the company. Research the company. Um, Research the company. Give have to be 2 minutes. Type it into Google. Type it into ChatGPT. Hey, tell me about ALKU. Um, Learn a little bit about it, and then you're gonna go back to Mr. Thornton. You're gonna hit connect, and you're gonna say, hey, Mr. Thornton, um, I'm Christian Mahmoud. I'm trying to break into cybersecurity. How do you like working at ALKU? Don't try to mix it up a little bit. Have like some sort of template, but customize it to that person. Um, so that's the first step, networking. The second step is going to be, you're going to be kind of be doing all these steps at the same time, more or less. There's no exact order, but you want to be doing them at the same time, in unison, or enough to make it all connect. This is what I think. This is what every cybersecurity beginner should be doing. Every cybersecurity beginner should be doing this. I'm at a different level, as I mentioned in my previous video. I have a lot of experience with computers already, not professionally, but I've done a lot of at-home labs since I was 15 years old. I'm not going to go too into that, but I've been working with computers for over 15 years already, as most of us have, right? But I've done a little bit more in depth than the average person, so I'm comfortable and very capable in my abilities. So here I have my GitHub projects. This is the second step, so you're going to want to do, I need to change this. The second step is to update and create a portfolio specifically with cybersecurity projects. I haven't optimized this yet for a cybersecurity role. I kind of wanted a generalization because I was going for a sysadmin role, which I'd probably still be trying to do because you got to keep your options open. So here I have a whole bunch of projects. I have Linux projects, SQL, cloud automation, infrastructure as a code, pipelines, ticketing system, Azure projects. Most of the projects I do here include Azure, so I can probably take that off and make it more like, okay, I'm gonna do like a cybersecurity section. Cybersecurity. I can put like network fire. Sorry, I can do building intuition with DNS. That's networking is a big deal with cybersecurity. So in this project, I was just I was using PowerShell, and here I was also using the data center on a VM, and then I was looking up, I was practicing with DNS and doing IP configs, um, and I was fleshing the DNS as well. You can always check out these out uh, on my GitHub if you want examples. My GitHub is github.com/mahmood7, my last name. So yeah, there's a better way to optimize this and organize this. If you don't know how to do it, ask somebody, or even ask ChatGPT if you don't have anybody. Um, but I can definitely optimize this for a cybersecurity role. I haven't done, uh, you know, certain projects like working with the SIM, setting up alerts, um, stuff that's more cybersecurity, incident responses. Um, I'm gonna do a lot more of those, and then post it on my GitHub. So that's the second step. You want to do projects related to the role that you're trying to work for. So let's see. If you don't know that what it is, you can always put SOC analyst, uh, 3 main projects to showcase my skills. And then if you don't have any ideas, there you go. You just asked, your online computer mentor, and he's gonna be ChatGPT is gonna give you these projects. So threat hunting with the SIM tools, um, tasks, configure a SIM environment with log sources with using Windows event logs. Um, if you're really serious about this, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna even pay for certain subscriptions. Like the Azure one, I already ran out of my free trial, so now I'm starting to use money from my pocket. And this is what it takes if you're gonna want to land this new job. Um, we got we got incident response and malware analysis, vulnerability management, um, 3 main projects, and then here you are. You can create these projects if you don't have if you never did the if you didn't do want if you don't want to pay for a course like Google or on Udemy, you just can ask ChatGPT to help you create a project, and type in something like, okay, help me make these projects going through them step by step and with insights so I can better grasp the content. And okay, so he's gonna start creating these projects for me. So this one we're gonna make Splunk. Splunk is a very widely used tool in most cybersecurity positions. You're going to be using Splunk. I haven't done one with Splunk yet, but I hear that name a lot. So here you go. You got already all these different steps. It's not too hard. If you run into an issue during the project, tell ChatGPT and you'll have something to correct. So that's step number 2, or thing 2 I'm doing to become a cybersecurity analyst. Step 3 is going to be get your Security Plus. If you already have a certain amount of knowledge, um, like I do, and you're comfortable with networking basics, hardware basics, uh, cybersecurity basics, the very basics, the very foundation of, of, of computers and computer science. Um, if you feel comfortable with all the basics, and you can take apart a computer and put it back together, you can name all the different parts. You know how to troubleshoot certain Not every single issue Windows has, but you know how to stay consistent with updates. You know how to go to the settings and mess with all these different settings. If you feel comfortable with all those, um, if you have your A plus um, already, then you need to get your security plus. You can't just make it alone with the A plus. Now, if you don't know anything about computers, anything about computers, then I would recommend getting your A plus. But for me, I don't have my A plus. I don't need it. I'm not gonna spend money on the A plus. It can be expensive. Um, but I'm not gonna get the A plus. I'm gonna go straight for the security plus. And then after completing these 3 steps, networking on LinkedIn, um, creating projects specifically for the role you want to be in, which is for me SOC analyst, um, and getting the security plus. All these things be will be going on at the same time. Every day you want to take 20 minutes to go to LinkedIn and start you know um, trying to connect with different people. Um, you can do 5, you can do 10, you can do 20. It doesn't matter. Just do at least try. I wouldn't even I would start applying for jobs yet, honestly. Um, so a big thing I feel a lot more confident on my next on my next step. I I recently met with a I recently met with a um, cybersecurity coach, Gladys Aji. Um, I hope I didn't mess up the last name. Um, I recently met with her, yeah, and it's yesterday. It was yesterday. I was trying to think of when it was. It was yesterday. This days are already leaving me. I met with her yesterday, and I was very fortunate and lucky to have won a free meeting session, 30-minute session with her because I follow all these different people on LinkedIn, and I'm trying to put myself out there and get information and network from the start. And I saw that she posted a giveaway for Christmas, and it was $100, $100, which equals to a meeting session, 30-minute meeting session with her on whatever it may be. And there's different options like check help me build a resume, job hunt searching, you know, trying to figure out what the next step is in your cybersecurity journey. If you don't have a job, or even if you have a job, maybe you need a refresher. Always try looking for some sort of guidance, whether it be a mentor or a coach. Um, but I met with Gladys, so shout out to Gladys. Um, and we had a good 40-minute talk. It went over a little 30 minutes, but that's how it was good because I had questions and she was very helpful and she was very patient. She was she stayed 10 minutes after her 30-minute session to help me out with these questions. But that's the bottom line. She told me these are the 3 things you need to do. She told it to me straight. She said, I don't think you're ready to start applying for jobs just yet. Um, that doesn't mean that I can't, but if I do, that doesn't mean I'm gonna get any, bites. So I'm glad she was very honest with me. She wasn't mean about it. She said it in a good tone. But yes, those 3 things that I mentioned earlier. So again, networking on LinkedIn with whatever role you want to go into, whether it be cybersecurity, cloud, even IT help desk, you can do that too if you don't feel completely confident. I don't I don't I'm not saying no to IT for me. Sorry, IT help desk for me, but I have done all that um, for clients in my city already. Not professionally, it was more contract work, if anything. But I am not shooting for IT. I want to go for cybersecurity or cloud, but I'm sticking with cybersecurity for now. So again, sorry. First step, LinkedIn network with the 3 types of people, like like for instance me, SOC analyst, SOC manager, and cybersecurity recruiters. Reach out. Don't reach out trying to get a job right away. Just reach out to make yourself known, make some friendly conversation. Ask simple questions like, "Oh, how do you like your job? How do you like your company? What do you think it takes to be a cybersecurity? Do you have any advice for me as a beginner, etc., etc." Don't try to be okay. Well, I'm trying to talk to you so I can, in hopes of getting a job. That's your goal. That's a little bit of your intention, but you also want to, you know, you're human. You're not trying to get straight to the point with these people that you don't know. Step two, projects, um, cybersecurity projects. So what I'm doing, uh, look up cybersecurity. Um, go to LinkedIn job descriptions, look up specific things. Like if it asks for a ticketing system like Jira, do a project on Jira. If it asks, if it asks for some sort of coding experience, Python or whatever, uh, do ask ChatGPT to make you a beginner Python project. Um, Screenshot everything, uh, put it on your GitHub repository. If you don't know how to do that, I would suggest go looking up a video on YouTube or ask ChatGPT how to do that. Um, and then step three, get your industry grade certifications. That's including um, Security Plus. Um, I'm gonna get Security Plus hopefully by next month. I'm using tools. Resources I'm using are Professor Messer. Josh Madakor has a lot of free study practice tests. Um, I'm doing the Google cybersecurity um, course, so that also kind of helps you better understand and get more hands-on with cybersecurity with the Security Plus exam, and not specifically, but it'll help you out with that. And hopefully after that, um, I can land a job. So after I'm done with those three things, I mean the networking I'll continue to do even after I get my Security Plus and do projects as well. Projects I'll continue to do as much as it takes, even after getting a job. You still always want to learn. Maybe it's a program you never worked with before, but it does the same thing as Splunk. Um, it's just broaden your skill set, um, learn different tools, and always stay up to date in this world. Try to be that's how you're gonna stay ahead of everybody else. Don't just learn Splunk um, and be comfortable with that. Maybe be a little curious and be like, okay, I learned Splunk. Is there another tool out there that's even if it has like the same interface, the same colors, the same it says the same thing. Just mess with it. You don't have to do a whole um, big project on it. But I mean, I would still say record your or document your what you do. Like even if you're creating a VM, just turn on record on your webcam and 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 share your screen and just play with the VM. Like uh, it doesn't have to be super. It doesn't have to be super structured each time. And just put it out there. You can structure it afterwards. So those are the three things that I think everybody should do as a beginner. And again, thank you to Gladys for setting my course a little bit more straight. Um, the path is the path is a little bit clearer now, um, and I didn't know I needed it, but I took a chance, and I was a little skeptic, about paying money for a coach, right? But it does help, and I'll definitely be contacting her and keeping her up to date with my journey, my progress, and maybe even after I'm done with my certification, I'll say, okay, help me out. I'm gonna, set up a meeting with her, pay the $100, help me out with the resume. I don't know. You can ask ChatGPT, you can ask YouTube, but sometimes you just need that human touch. And if you can't do it because you don't know what it takes to become a cybersecurity professional with a resume alone, then somebody who already knows, a mentor, a coach, doesn't matter. Somebody that you connected with, maybe you became best friends with, some SOC analyst at Google, and y'all are they're helping you out with whatever it may be. So those are the three things I'm doing to become a SOC analyst. So I'll check y'all later, and hopefully we can make a video on a project that I'm doing related to cybersecurity. All right, bye guys.